Hello everyone. So first of all, these glasses chain that people made for me. I feel like a grandma, I love it. Anyways, I'm going to be packing some orders and I thought I could chat a bit with you guys. And so I asked on Instagram for you to ask me some questions and I'm gonna be answering them now while I pack these orders, hopefully. Because whenever I start talking, I don't do any work, so. So the first question is, what's my creative process like? I think if you've been watching my videos, you could kind of see it in my collection videos and all of that. But I usually start with an idea, and I do get a lot of my inspo from things I like to watch, things I like to read, and yeah, so that's the first thing. Then I of course go on Pinterest. No, but really, I go on Pinterest, on Etsy, and I see what other artists that have products similar to mine, what they are doing and what kind of products I want to make. And yeah, so then I have a theme and some inspo, and then it's just sketching time. Sometimes I do it on my sketchbook, other times I just go straight to on the iPad. But yeah, I usually take a lot of inspiration from the things I like, and I think that's the most important thing, because it's way better to do something that you're at least a bit interested in than just doing something because you're gonna get money and orders. Yeah. When did you start writing? Okay, this is a bit of an expose, but that's okay. My friend Dan's asked me these questions, so yeah, but I will answer it. So I actually started writing when I was like 16 years old. I'm not sure, but yeah, I started reading fan fictions and I honestly wanted to write my own, so that's how it started. But then I began having some deeper ideas for other types of stories, and yeah, that's basically when it started. I'm not sure which was the first story I wrote. I honestly never finished a story besides fan fiction, but I never finished a story, so that's pretty interesting considering I already finished my first book of my OC's story. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Even though I'm still reviewing it and I will have a few more drafts, but still, it's a completed book, so yeah. But yeah, I've always had an interest for writing and writers in general. I think I kind of romanticized the idea of writing a book and publishing a book. Yeah, the funny thing is, even though I didn't finish most of the stories I started writing, I still have them and I still have the drafts, and maybe someday I could pick those up because I still think those are great ideas. Could tell you more about them if you're interested, but it's kind of cringe, honestly, because I was a teenager, so. But I honestly don't. I think I never. I can. I had. I had a time that I really was into drawing, but then I stopped. I don't know why, and then I got back into it because of my OCs, because I drew them for the first time in 2021 or 2022, and then I was like, okay, these guys need a story, they need lore, they need background, they need everything, and yeah, so I kind of felt motivated to write about them, so that's what got me back into writing. And honestly, I love it. I have a whole bunch of ideas for more stories, and I wish I had more time to just write. Because I really wanted to make something like with mermaids. I don't know. I have some great ideas, like some kind of war, romance, I don't know. I'm just rambling. Those ideas will be written someday, hopefully, but yeah. Next question. Favorite artists? Okay, oh boy, this is a lot. Um, I'm gonna divide this answer in two steps. The first one being plastic artists, as in painters from history, and then like artists I follow on Instagram. But yeah, okay. First of all, painters that I like, painters slash history artists I like. So my favorite artist is Monet. I think he's such a great painter, and I'm basic, but I really like Van Gogh. But my favorite artist, like my classic favorite artist, is Caravaggio, and I've seen one of his works. I don't know where or when, but I know I saw a piece made by him on a museum, so that's pretty cool. My other favorite artist that's actually a sculptor is Bernini, and I've never seen any of his works in real life, so that's honestly a goal. I honestly really like Baroque artists and painters because I really like the darkness of that art style. Then artists that I follow on Instagram. I actually need to do some research because I don't know the names by heart, but I really like this artist called Onesies. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I'm very sorry about it, but I will leave the name written somewhere. But yeah, they are a Spanish artist, and I have an art book of their two OCs. One of them is a vampire, so that's pretty cool. I think their art style is so pretty. Another artist I really like that I actually got the pleasure of talking with is Gatorix, and they're a Portuguese artist, and they make a whole bunch of handmade fan art. So yeah, and they're a sweetie. I love talking with them in, I think it was Iberanim. Yeah. Hopefully I get a chance in this upcoming Iberanim to buy more stuff from them. One other artist that I really like, I'm not gonna try to pronounce their name, so I'm gonna leave them somewhere. And they are making a webtoon about their OC, so pretty cool. I really like their art style. It's so pretty. So yeah. Okay, so that's all of my favorite artists. My tastes change throughout the time, as in the ones I follow on Instagram. I'm always finding new artists that I really enjoy. So yeah. And then the final question is, what pieces of art have you seen in real life that you had dreamed of, and which ones are you still waiting to see? So this kind of goes with the last question, and pieces I want to see in real life, I'm basic once again. Monet's water lilies, which I got to see them in Paris, and beautiful. Something kind of different actually was the Colosseum in Rome, and it was quite the experience, I'm not gonna lie. I love to see that in real life, and listen, I love history, I love ancient history, so seeing that in real life was amazing. And which pieces of art I still have yet to see? Oh, of course, I really want to see some Bernini sculptures. I also really love to see David in real life. That was an experience, and which leads me to, I really want to see Pietà, that's in Vatican, which I actually visited, but I did not go inside the basilica. And yeah, those are my answers to your questions. I hope it was not too boring, but yeah, thank you for asking them, and I will keep packing some orders. Let's go.